you guys are original fans of the show, then you know who our guest is today. The one and only Mason Butler. How are you, my friend?
What's going on?
Thanks for coming.
Oh, no worries.
Last minute. So we talked shit last week. We had a brief phone call. I said, hey, love to have you back on the show. We got a lot that we can talk about. And he's like, yeah, absolutely. Maybe we'll talk about next weekend. I was like, cool. I'll follow up with you, before next weekend, and we'll get something figured out.
And that's just a line I throw people to, because I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Like, if it's not now, then give me a heads up on it.
Yes.
It's not even to be rude. It's like one of those things where it's like, if you give me like a 72-hour window, I'm usually good about everything,
I didn't think you were going to be able to do it in 10 hours notice.
Yeah.
I literally shot him a picture yesterday at like 5 o'clock. Like, hey,
it was sooner than that. It was probably like 2 or 3.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, dude, I'll be there. Let's do it. So here we are. We got a lot to talk about, guys. First off, I just want to say, Cleveland Indians, rest in peace. What's your opinion on the new
I don't know, dude. I came up, like, my mom used to be an intern for the Indians when I was growing up. Yeah, so.
That's kind of sweet.
So she would get a whole bunch of tickets, and we'd go down there. Like, I remember me and my grandma, me and her went down for Mother's Day. And my mom, she was working it. Mm-hmm. So I've always just been a Tribe fan from, like, the 90s days with, like, Tommy and Lofton and...
Oh, God. Fucking dream team.
Yeah, dude. It was awesome. It was a good time back then. And
that's when it was the Jakes still, huh?
And a lot of this stuff's nostalgic. So, like, when you see it go, you don't know how to feel about it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I feel like if they would... I feel like the logo's trash.
Yeah, it kind of looks like to me, it looks like a minor league team. It almost looks like a team that the Crushers would play. Like, Crushers versus Guardians.
Right.
Right. I don't know.
I saw that.
I'm gonna fuck you up, Tommy.
I saw that a couple of the local T-shirt shops actually had like a picture of the actual Guardians of Traffic,
the bridge,
for the bridge as a logo, and it actually looks good. And it's like, why wouldn't they like try to like implicate something like this if you want to stick to like the town kind of essence that you're going with it? Be like, hey, Cleveland. We're losing the Tribe, but let's make it about the city. Then make it about the city. Don't sit there and butcher the logo.
Yeah, and so
they could have done a better job with it.
I think the same with like the Indians history. What Tommy was looking up right before the show is that was created by a fan in honor of a Native American player on the Indians, which I'm sure all three of us know that. And similar to this one, and it just shows you the power of the internet. A local Cleveland artist kind of saw that the name was up for debate. Let's see if he can come up with something. He came up with the Guardians, right? His original logos were really sweet. It was the bridge.
Yeah.
And he had a really long story on this Twitter post that ended up going viral for people in Cleveland that basically just said, let's capture, like what you're saying, something of the city. And it looked amazing. So I think that's where like Cleveland, as the Indians organization has to kind of take a look at it and say, we can't completely take this dude's rights, like, his artistic rights, but I like the idea. They probably compensated him well. At least I hope so. Maybe we'll have to look into that to verify.
You would think.
You would think so.
Like, why? I don't know.
But then again, the person that created the Nike logo only got paid like $35 to make that logo.
Yeah. When
Nike was just a startup idea.
That's wild.
That's insane,
Well, this was also like what, the 80s?
Yeah, the world is so much different.
So $35 could have been like $250
or something,
like something, yeah.
So I'm excited to kind of see where it goes. I know how the world is right now, so I get the name change, but I also know how Cleveland fans are, and we are very particular about our teams. So people are either going to say, "Fuck it, it is what it is. Let's move forward," or they're going to protest this shit and try to not show up for games.
Yeah, you know what I was wondering? If they're going to stop making you wear your Indian stuff into the Guardians games.
For TV purposes and shit like that?
Yeah.
Dude, you might not be wrong. And that's where it's going to become an issue.
I thought about that. I was like, damn, I can't even, like, say if I have anything with the Chief Wahoo on it, I can't walk in there.
Yep. They'll probably still let you rock the C hat, but that's probably
it. But that's trash, dude.
Yeah, that is trash. And they changed the C to also look like garbage. Did you see the new C's for their hat?
No.
You're not missing anything. Okay. I promise you that.
No, I don't know why they, it's just wild, man.
Yeah. I mean, I get it, though.
And
I get where
another
the world's
thing
at.
is if they went with like the city thing, like theme of what they did now, and they kind of like fucked with it, and they shouldn't have. If it could have been a little bit better, they should have just went back to. Everyone's like, oh no, don't pick the Spiders as a team name, but that was the original team name, and that's what was
Before
the team name
Indians?
before the Indians.
I didn't know that.
That's the team that the Native American played on.
I'd never do that.
Yeah, so the Spiders
That's
was the
fucking
original team name, so I thought if they were going to do anything, they were going to lean back that way, but people said it was too cheesy. But now you give them something that's from the city that's not cheesy, but the logo's shit.
Yeah. And,
I don't get it.
And they always could just, take another look at it, see where things are, and, the next year. If people end up not being able to wear their original tribe gear, there is going to be a problem there. So, you're not wrong about that. I do want to talk about something that's just been on fire as of lately, and that's the UFC. I feel like constantly making moves, and I have to, kind of tip my hat off to Dana White for what he's been doing. I mean, he's been putting together the fights fans want to see.
Right.
With that being said, I want to know.
That's where the money is.
I mean,
you got to think he bumped up all the bonuses to $75,000, which is cool, But if you have not, and I don't particularly know, but I do know from what I've heard, because there's rumblings through just local MMA that carry onto the big stage,
right? And
I heard people were getting paid, like as their first fight, getting paid more off of other fight promotions.
Really?
Yeah.
Than they are their actual fight contract?
Well, compared to the UFC.
Okay, got you.
So, like, for him to be doing this and to be pulling in the revenue, he probably needs all that to keep everything going as well.
Right.
I mean, it's not, MMA is a big draw, but it's still not as big as like 90s boxing draw. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And that's where the stupid dumb money is. And there's a lot of money in boxing.
That's long money, dude. Long money.
There's a shit ton of money in boxing. I think he's trying to get it to a point where it's like that.
And then he can start paying them big bucks.
And nothing against boxers, like, boxing's hard. I personally think boxing is one of the more difficult parts of MMA. But like, boxers are not taking the damage that MMA fighters are taking and not being compensated for it. I understand you have to work your way up to be paid that top dollar. Like, there's levels to all that.
Make your mega fights, right?
Right. But what it comes down to is how much damage can you take before you get to that point? There's some people that don't take any.
Are you losing years off your life before you can even sign a mega fight?
Right.
Yeah, and that is scary. That's very scary.
Because stuff always happens. Injuries happen. It is what it is. But you try not to,
dwell on it
or overdo it by trying to compensate for the time you had to take off for the injury.
I mean, look at this year alone and what's happened. I mean,
we watched leg breaks.
Weidman. Oh my God. And it's amazing to see. These guys are fighters through and through because he was walking in amount of time that no one thought was possible. Conor McGregor, that man's just a natural-born savage. Dude, I don't know how he's doing what he's doing.
If you check out both of those fights where Weidman broke his leg and McGregor broke his leg off the kick, is they didn't even notice their shit was broken until they stepped down on it because you see the facial reaction. They had no fucking idea. Their adrenaline was going. And then as soon as they stepped down on it, I'm like, oh my God, dude.
That was, and that was hard to see, especially with Weidman, because it was oddly ironic in a terrible way. Yeah. It's like no one wants to see that. And then in the back of my mind, I'm like, what are the fucking chances?
Chances it happened to him after it happened from him to Silva.
Yeah. And so, on the topic of Weidman, what was your take on the Uri Hall fight? Were you able to catch it last night?
I did not. I did not catch it last night. I was busy. I went through some axes last night. That's what I did.
What'd you do?
The axe throwing, the Cleveland axe throwing.
How is that?
It's cool.
Is it sweet?
Yeah. I had a good time. Me and the old lady went out there and just started throwing axes. And she was like whooping my ass lightweight. And like, because here's the thing, like I'm used to throwing like full-size axes at like 30 feet away at trees in my backyard because I'm just a piece of white trash like that, I guess. But so you have these hatchets and you got to stand like 10 feet away, and there's sometimes I can just bury it and it just feels good. And she took me to like a 5-throw tiebreaker at the end. Yeah.
She was running you.
Yeah, she was running me, and then neither of us were hitting stuff. And then I eventually stuck it.
So what I've learned from and I've literally learned how to throw axes at those type of places from watching people's Instagram story. It looks like you almost have to start overhead and fucking gently, like, kind of loft it.
Well, you let go of it, like, when it's eye level, and you try to keep your arms straight and not let your wrist bend.
So so you're still throwing it as it's up, and then you just kind of...
You know how you, like, follow through with, like, a baseball swing or, like, a golf swing? It's, like, the same thing. So you gotta, like, throw it, like, let it go, but, like, still have the momentum of coming down.
Bro, that's gnarly. I mean, that's some gnarly shit right there. You ever throw axes?
No.
Would you?
Yeah.
You look like a Viking.
2 of them. I'll throw 2 of them.
So I used to work construction, and we would do fucking wild shit. So we used to work at these... Me and Moo, my sponsor, sitting there bullshit with them, and we started like flicking razor blades from like here, from like 8 feet out, and sticking
from
them
your
in the
box
wall.
cutters, like
yeah, just popping them out and flicking them at like ninja stars, and then we started getting really good with the knives, and so we would play like stupid hat trick games. We'd take our hammers that had a straight call on them and like whip them. And like see if we can stick them from like 40 feet away. We would sometimes. Sometimes the whole hammer would just get buried in the side of the wall. We gotta fish it out. Yeah, dude. And so we were playing this game where you throw a nail up and you had to drive it into the wall. So you couldn't hold the nail. You just had to like throw it up in the air and crank it. And I, needless to say, smashed my finger about 5 times. But we were at these housing projects for 6 months. With like the last 3 weeks there, I was able to sink it. I was so stoked. I was like, there's no fucking way. I'm like, there's no way. And then they put one on the wall, and they're like, hey, Mason, throw and see if you can hit this. And I was like, they nailed into the wall, probably, yeah, it was about that big. And I was about 20 feet out. He goes, throw your hammer and see if you can drive it in. And I'm like, put a circle around it. I'm like, give me a pair of tits. I'm like, make another one. So he tapped another one, and he made it.
Always makes it lucky.
I threw it like 5 times, and the one smacked it in.
Got it?
Yeah.
Clear in?
Clear
flush.
in, flush.
Wow.
It was, listen, I don't understand what was happening on that job site, but just a whole bunch of bullshit and shit I will never forget.
The luck was with you that day. Honestly, there's a few things I've always thought that like would be cool, and it is insane. Like if the world ever goes to shit and it goes apocalypse style, there's only so many bullets, you know. Say after 5-10 years, maybe. I'm saying pretty much all those bullets will run dry.
Right.
We'll have to know how to fucking wield swords, yeah, bows, like all that shit comes back, and it's just like
I almost feel like I was like some sort of like crazy warrior in a past life.
Made
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I'm just built for miserable shit, dude. I don't understand it. I'm a glutton for just bullshit, dude.
I mean, it is fucking crazy to know that you were going out there to put your life on the line. And it's not like guerrilla warfare where you can essentially, you know, use stealth and strategy. It's sheer brute force. And that's your advantage.
You and another dude are playing chicken, just running right at each other.
Savagery. Yeah.
Eventually, someone's gonna get the shit end.
Who's the better man?
Who's dying?
It's. I mean, that alone is fucking crazy to comprehend.
Well, you got to think, gladiators that fought in coliseums were actually prisoners of war. A lot of them fought to stay alive. So why did you think that they had like brutes in there beating the shit out of each other? Because that's what they were trained to do in the first place.
Right. And it meant them being able to live another day.
Right.
Being able to eat anything, you know?
Like, could you imagine that? Just fighting somebody with a sword, and like a lot of those guys would get cut up and they'd still fucking live. They're just dropping hot irons on you to cauterize the wounds, and you don't know how long you're out, and that's if it don't get infected and you don't have to get your limb cut off.
And people were just dropping like flies back then, you know? People were just dying. Like, simple as that. It honestly, it got to a point where I don't know if it was a moral thing, but at some point those gladiator fights, which were their form of entertainment, eventually became more of an act than anything else. You know, that's like, I guess history states that at some point these guys were like WWE wrestlers.
Yeah, it turned theatrical.
Yes.
And I could see why there's...
You got your characters. You got your
not
favorite.
only that, but the drama and the suspense, and then that way you're able to... Because say if it was just a bloodbath all the time, but if it had entertainment behind it, that's probably how they got everybody in there.
Yeah. No, I mean, fuck, dude. I think it would be sweet. Honestly, like, to go back in time, I don't want to go do it. Hell no. But there's still probably casualties. Hella casualties. Even when you're acting out. Still wielding fucking giant
Imagine if you
metal
could go back
objects.
in time to that time, but make popcorn at that time and sell it to those people.
Okay? They're probably doing giant fucking turkey legs.
Let me find out the gladiators were just fucking LARPing.
My dudes were the OG LARPers.
Our OG LARPers?
Dude, I mean, honestly, it makes sense. Dude, talk about a massive community. I never realized just how big that is until, like, you go on YouTube and you search, like, medieval war reenactment. And they'll hit,
crazy.
like, a fucking wide-angle shot, and you're like, dude, there's, like,
it's
hundreds of thousands
it's
of
definitely really cool, and I think it's dope, but, like, have you ever met any... Wait, I'm not even judging, but have you met any of the people that directly do those things?
Yes.
A few.
Yes.
They're very, I'm going to say the best way possible, they're very eccentric people.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
and they're not really, like... They're almost, like, very...
animated.
But they're introverted until they get into a space like this, and then that's when they cut loose.
It lets them come out.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm with you on that. I was at the gas station the other day, right? And this dude, I mean, dude, I cannot get this conversation out of my mind, right? Oh my God. We went to Rockin' on the River. On the way back...
Who'd you go see?
Queen was on Friday night.
Okay.
So it was pretty good, dude. It was awesome.
So I'm gonna let you know my stepdad's gonna be playing there, the Rockin' on the River, and I think like one of these weeks coming up.
Okay.
But he said he's got this kid who's a harmonica player, and he said he's one of the best he's ever heard, and he's in like a cover band. I can't remember what band he said he's doing the cover band for. But this kid, he was like, this guy is like class act talent. So,
when you find out, we'll drop it down below the date so that it's in the video. I think that shit's insane. That they have that many bands to book. I mean, it's perfect for the city. It's great for those bands, the exposure, everything. I mean, it's amazing.
I heard it's a large format. Like, there's a lot of people that show up to those places.
Bro,
yeah.
Farther than the eye could see.
No shit.
Yes. So many fucking people.
Here?
Right across the street.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
So we leave this place, and she's like, hey, she needed something. I don't know. Oh, she wanted hot fries. So I fucking pull into the gas station. I go in.
What kind? Andy or Chester?
I don't know. I don't fucking... The blue bag.
Andy.
So I go in, and this guy is like immediately trying to talk. And it's like, dude, it's fucking like 12. It's midnight. I'm just trying to get my shit, get the fuck out.
Wait, who's trying to talk to you? The cashier?
The clerk,
oh,
yes.
Okay.
And
he was lonely.
Dude, he starts like asking me questions about, hey, do you remember this song? And he starts singing Electric Avenue.
Fire.
And I'm like, of course. You know, like, how would I not? GTA? And he's like, GTA, yes. And he starts talking about GTA, and I'm like, all right, man, like, I'm already checked out at this point, like, slowly walking towards the door. And he leaves me with this. He goes, all right, man, have a good night. I'm like, you too. So I start walking out the door. He goes, hey. He goes, I want to rock down to and I said, whoa. I said, yeah, dude. As I'm walking, like, even out the door, I turn around, and he's just, like, doing circles now, just pumping his arms. And I'm like, that motherfucker's living life to the fullest.
There's this guy.
That dude was hilarious.
There's this guy that lives by me, and he has his headphones on. And he literally, like, his exercise, he goes down, like, the major fucking strip on Ridge Road by 480. And he's dancing. He's, like, fucking...
While he's excising?
Dude, it's on my Instagram. It's on my Instagram.
Oh, yeah, I saw it the other day. Yeah, you literally...
Short little, like, buff guy, right?
No, no, he's, like, an older cat, man. He's not like a buff guy, but, like, he might be, but he's always in, like, Richard Simmons jazzercise. He rocks a headband. And he's just getting it. He's just getting after it.
There's a guy by where I live, and he does the same thing.
That shit's funny to me, though. Like I 100% thought that dude was homeless though.
Oh no!
I thought that was like a rhino.
No. That's a guy working out.
Jesus. Oh my God.
And it'll be like 90 degrees. It'll be like, it's funny. He had like a cut off sweater, like the 80s. It was fire, dude.
With the hood still?
I think he did still have the
Something
hood.
that our mom used to watch.
Oh my God.
Oh, he was about it. He had like the high socks and the headband.
It's the DJ Joey vibes for me, you know? Like anyone that could just be out there, living their life, not giving a fuck who
Is he
drives
still
by.
out? Is he
He's
still
out there.
What?
He's still out there. Dude, 2 years ago, because that's how I used to take primary when I lived right here, I would drive by there every day. And they were doing construction because if you guys have ever noticed, the building he stands in front of, the poles are
Yeah, it was
all
always crooked.
bent.
Yep.
So they were trying to fucking bring those back out. It'd be funny because some days I'd be driving through, the dudes would be working and he would still be under there just getting it. And they'd be like working on the pole right next to him. It's like, yo.
my daddy.
If you know those construction guys, if they don't know the city of Lorain and don't know DJ Joey, they're probably like, what the fuck is this? And then they see everyone driving by and it takes about 5 minutes to realize dude's a part of the fucking
local.
city.
He's a legend.
He's definitely a Lorraine staple.
Oh, for sure.
Like DJ, like listen, you can't even say you're from Lorraine if you don't know who DJ Joey is.
If you don't know, Eminem is my daddy.
Dude, it was the same sign for years.
Oh my
bro.
God. That has serious resale value in the city of Lorain. I promise you that.
What's crazy is he's gotten robbed. Like, what are you robbing him of?
Oh, that's fucked.
No, he's got jumped, robbed. Like when I was young, because I used to grow up on Toledo Avenue. Like I would see this guy get robbed. Like
That's
No
not,
shit.
yeah, that
like,
sucks.
But what I'm thinking, like, what can you take from him? And what's crazy is he don't give a fuck how many times he's gotten robbed or jumped. He always goes back to that corner, and he's always.
Dude,
Eminem
that's
is
his
my
happy
daddy.
place, you
Yep.
know? And I honestly, like, I admire that. Like, I think that's all we wish as humans, is to just be able to be ourselves without care, without worry. And whatever his situation is, he does that on a daily basis.
I think he has some mental problems.
He does.
I'm not. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
pretty sure of that.
He does.
But like, you know, he really doesn't. He doesn't harm anybody. He doesn't
Not at
bother
all.
anybody. He stays in his own lane. I mean, he's not like out creating a menace. Because like, there are some people who are bipolar or schizophrenic or whatever, and they just go off.
Yeah.
They just go off and they just start problems, and they're homeless, and you know, they're homeless due to their mental illness.
Right.
And
that's a sad fucking story.
and they don't get no help for it, so they're just out in the streets as bad as they could be, you know. So like, if he's not bothering anybody,
Becoming an internet sensation.
Yeah,
That's
and
weird.
honestly, like, let's let DJ fucking Joey go TikTok famous, you know? Someone needs to make him a TikTok account. That's on the
Like
game.
that one guy, Dogface, who was
Yeah,
riding
420. Yeah, the cranberry dude.
Fleetwood Mac.
Yep.
Dude, and what's even cooler to me is, like, the fact that Fleet and Stevie Nicks, I think both covered that, like, video,
Yeah,
or at
so
least reacted.
So here's the thing: when that happened, shortly after, that's when Barry Allen from Malaria smacked that dude with the Twisted Tea.
Yeah.
Like, Dogface got endorsed by Ocean Spray. Why
Ocean
couldn't
Spray.
he get endorsed by Twisted Tea?
Dude, so he was supposed to come on the
I
show.
know the kid that got smacked. That used to be like one of my best friends.
Well, I went to school-
Randy
Hey,
fucking
maybe don't
Teeter.
say that on the show, please.
Hey.
Thanks, Tommy.
That was
I went
little, dude.
I went to school with Barry.
Okay.
So like, I seen it, I was like, get the fuck out of here, dude. He got pieced.
Like Randy is the same. When I heard that video, I was like, he's the same kid. Like even when he was like 9 or 10, he was throwing the N-word around. Like he was a goon as a kid.
That's crazy.
And he would go home and get his ass whooped by a semi truck driving grandpa.
Yeah. I mean,
We used to sneak out of his house and have to like jump off the roof and hug onto the pine cone tree and like slide down
getting it.
to
Getting
sneak
it.
out.
It's crazy what we do
Randy
as
fucking
kids.
Teeter. His name's Pony Boy.
Jesus Christ.
Stay golden, pony boy. Jesus.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, so here's you know, I guess the moral of that story is be yourself.
Be yourself.
Don't give a fuck what people say, and LARPing is kind of cool.
No matter
So,
how hard you get hit, always
matter
get back up.
So many stories, so many life lessons. Put that shit on a
As hard
t-shirt.
as you, it doesn't matter how hard you get hit. You got to make it back to the street corner, bro. Got to make it back to the corner.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yo, you
Fuck
gotta
them if they're LARPing.
Dude, honestly though, that is one thing I feel like we should always talk about. And I try to bring up mental health, but you know, you did bring up a you know, something that I think needs to be addressed is just the fact that that's something I don't think us as a society take seriously is the homeless community. You know, people just assume they're alcoholics, they're drug addicts, and that's that. You know,
it's not that at all.
There's a large community of vets with, you know, very, very bad cases of PTSD.
It's a lot of veterans.
Serious
war vets, yeah.
Mental illness, schizophrenia.
I'll tell you what, when I went to California last year, it was terrible. When I had to go do...
like the true, like, Skid Row areas.
They had... It was downtown. You go downtown, and there's literally Tent City, and then above them is $4,500 a month penthouse suites and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I went down to Arizona recently.
So it's like, it's wild. So you literally walk out of your nice-ass apartment and look over, and there's Tent City.
Yep.
Like, and... I get it that sometimes you can't just do everything for people, but I mean a lot of it isn't addressed.
I mean we're holding funding for shit that is, in my opinion, irrelevant to what the true issues in this country are. And honestly, it is easy to turn an eye to the ugly truth of our country sometimes. It's
with
easy.
The help of media, dude, you can turn an eye on anything.
You know, and we'll pull up to a stoplight sometimes, and I'll just be like, damn, like I don't even want to look. Like, you almost feel ashamed sometimes to even look, and it's just like, why not look it in the eye and find a solution?
Yeah, it's crazy to me because I grew up out in the country, so if you see somebody walking down a road, you pick them up and you're like, hey, you need a ride somewhere. Like like I live in the city now.
Right.
So I live in the city, I'm like, this is just what people do.
Yep.
Right.
And like you'll see like older people walking and doing stuff that you're like, damn. Well, like that's where it is out here. So there has to be a level of acceptance on our end and just be like, look, it's like everybody is capable of making decisions, and sometimes some decisions are just made for us.
Yeah.
And shit happens. Like, you can't... Do I empathize for those people? Yeah, because I've been in places like that.
Hell
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, I get it. But, like, there's nothing I can go out of my way that's going to, like, drastically change their life. I mean, understandably, a random act of kindness is never a bad thing.
Right.
You know? But then again, there's a line for it, too. Like, for me, it's almost intuition. Like, I just know when it should be done.
Exactly.
I don't know.
And it's also like hard because if you've been through it yourself, sometimes you look at it from the other side, and it's just like, you know.
Well, you get both perspectives on it.
Yeah, you understand. You can. You know,
but it's
practice.
a double-edged sword on what you want to do.
Yeah.
You know, because you're almost like, you just don't know what to, and you kind of just go off your gut at that point.
Right.
When you get at that crossroad.
Are you gonna get burnt?
Yeah. It's wild, man.
Yeah.
But
no, I'm with you.
It is what it is.
So, back to the UFC. I want to know, one, how you feeling about TJ Dillashaw's return to the UFC? What's your take on the Sandhagen versus Dillashaw fight?
I don't know. I thought he kept a consistent pace. The entire fight. I mean, he was, he ate some shit from Sandhagen. Early.
Yep.
And he battled through with some serious facial injuries. Like, that one above his eyebrow could have been, if that was leaking like it should have been, or worse, I should say, that would have probably been a doctor's stoppage.
What does that fucking feel like? I mean, blood in your fucking eyes.
So
I
never got it from like sparring or fighting or anything like that, but I have got it from like, I busted my head open rolling and stuff like that, and it cuts above my eyebrow, and it gets in your eye, and it's weird because like you can kind of see, but you can't, and it's like everything has like an orange haze over it
because of the blood. Oh my god!
So you can't. So it gets real blurry. You can't really. It's weird. Like, you almost think like. The first time it happened to me, I was like, am I fucking going blind? And I was like, oh shit, I didn't even know I cracked my shit open and was bleeding until I started feeling it come down past my eye. Because it felt like dripping. Sweat.
Dude, that's a gnarly fucking shot. I mean, once after the post fight and you got a close up and you could see just how bad it was.
Split.
I mean, that thing was split. But honestly, like, that's what Sandhagen does. It's crazy to see someone have such consistent knees that he can land like that on a consistent level.
Yeah, and he's also, you can just tell by how he is that he's just game. He's just a game fighter.
Dude's about it.
And that's why guys like that will always be a bigger draw in the UFC than the personalities will be.
Yep.
Everyone wants to see somebody who's willing to just go in there and bang.
Fucking
Why
bang.
do you think Nate Diaz is such a draw still? Because he doesn't give a fuck. Look what happened at the end of the Leon Edwards fight.
Yeah.
He could have finished him. He pointed at him.
Yep.
He was like, see, I'm letting you know.
I love this shit. I do this.
But that's the crazy part. Like, but if he would have finished that fight, it would have been more impressive. But that right there is an iconic moment that certain guys are just good at creating, you know?
Yeah. No, I'm with you. And he, I mean, Sandhagen has it, for sure. I think people want to... New fans to the UFC are quick to just basically go for the personalities. It's easy to love Conor McGregor. He's a fucking nutcase. He says what no one else has the fucking balls to say.
Right.
You know? But we also got to take a step back and say, when is the last time Conor was winning fights? You know? And I'm not talking about a Cerrone fucking knockout. Like, I'm talking about, when was he on a streak? There's a lot of new talent right now. And a lot of people are like, you know, oh, Sean O'Malley's just flashy, you know?
I personally think 135 is deeper than 155 in the UFC.
Dude, stacked.
Stacked.
I'm excited to see where that fucking goes, dude.
Yeah.
Who do you see holding the belt, say, in the next year?
Jan.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He's a bad motherfucker, dude.
And like, you know, I'm not taking anything from Aljamain Sterling. I mean, he's a good fighter. But
yeah,
like,
he is.
Jan's literally handled everybody he's fought.
And he manhandled Sterling.
So, like, that's the thing. Like, if we can... Because we look at the 135s that were, like, consistent for those years, like Garbrandt and Dillashaw and all those guys, and Edgar.
Todd Cruz.
Yeah.
These dudes were fucking running shit.
Yeah, they were. But now you got a whole bunch of freaks that came out of nowhere. And then I'm an immediate fan of Chris Mattino, who Sean O'Malley fought.
Dude.
What
a warrior.
What a zombie, dude.
Oh, did you see his quote?
My God.
What he said? He said that if this would have been fight to the death, then I want you to come back and ask who would have won that fight, because Sean O'Malley knows that he would have won the fight.
Sean O'Malley was so gassed at the end of that.
But he was putting up record numbers.
That's why he was saying.
He threw like 210 or something significant strikes.
Damn.
The kid ate them all. That's even more impressive because, like, yeah, he got rocked a couple times, but usually when Sean O'Malley's hitting you on the button, they're sleeping.
Dude, quick. And he's put great, well-seasoned fighters to sleep with single shots before. And that dude took everything he had in his arsenal.
There's just some people that are built like that, dude.
Yeah, and I think, I don't know if he got offered a contract, but I'm sure they're calling him back.
You want to know why he got offered a contract? Because his Instagram went from 18,000 followers or something all the way up to like 170. It was like 170 or something off that one fight.
That's insane.
You got to think he was a step in, 11 days notice.
What is he, a painter?
He worked at a paint store. And he was a step-in fighting Sean O'Malley on the main card of McGregor-Poirier 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
When he
a
gets
super
done,
fight, dude.
So a super fight. Yeah, he came in at the right notice on 11 days notice for a super fight.
Talking about being at the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
Dude, but let's talk about how McGregor breaks his leg, and he's sitting there, he's like, that's why your wife is in me fucking DMs. And I'm like, how are you talking shit with your leg, bro? I would be like, get me somewhere.
That's an
Hey,
Irish.
baby, where you going tonight? Meet me after party, baby.
Yup.
Dude, have you seen, so many great memes came from that fight alone. First off,
oh, I had a good strip of him on my Instagram.
The Siri, where it's like the Siri Irish voice. That was hilarious. Joe Rogan interviewing the Twin Towers. It's like Joe Rogan will interview anyone in their worst day. And it's got him knelt by the Twin Towers.
That was, I think, the best one that came out.
Dude, that was savage. Savage memes. That, I mean, let's even talk, once again, I bring Jake Paul up every fucking episode.
Necklace, bro.
Dude, the Sleepy McGregor pennant. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's fucking gold.
The NyQuil McGregor.
That's golden.
The ultimate troll, dude.
Yeah. And that fight honestly could have went anyway. I think that Poirier, points-wise, was scoring more that first round? Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything.
I
in
mean,
the grand
Conor
scheme.
McGregor started to open up his leg kicks like he used to do a lot of his
I
those
love
crazy
seeing it.
flashy kicks, and that's what would open him up because people had to keep their distance with him.
Yeah.
Like
And they had to
McGregor,
keep guessing.
McGregor was good at timing. You know what I'm saying? His timing and his precision were always better than his speed and his power. I'm just going to be 100% honest with you. But he'd clip you, and when he did, it was usually on the money.
Yeah.
And so those leg kicks are opening these guys up, so they have to come at him a different way, and he's hoping he can bait him into something.
Right.
You know, he didn't do that second fight with Poirier.
Not at all.
It turned into a boxing match.
He was super conservative.
And you're not going to do that with Dustin, because Dustin's got some hard-ass hands.
Yeah, no doubt.
He's a scrapper, for sure. Scrapper.
Especially when he throws them at you the way he does, it's literally punch after punch on a line. Once he knows you're injured, then he's like, okay, now it's straight line. His punches are they're on a string, straight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Straight
What's wild about about some of those fighters in the UFC is some of them are amazing, world-class talent. Most of them, almost all of them are. And yet, they never actually get the gold strapped around their waist, and it's wild to see. You know, Dustin realistically could have taken a title shot instead of fighting McGregor. You know, both times, the second and third. But you know, he chose to because he wants to put that shit to bed. Now it opens up another fight. Obviously, I think Dustin will take a title shot in between.
They're going to give it to him because they just booked Chandler and Gaethje.
Really?
That'll
be a fucking
and guess
bang.
what? It's on the same. It's the same card as the Usman Covington too.
Oh wow, that's a big one,
Dude, honestly, listen, I think Kamaru Usman's a boring, bland fucking man.
My brother says the same.
But he is a
thing.
banger. He's a banger. I'll give it to him.
But he don't give a fuck
I
about
love
being
Colby
flashy.
Covington, though. I really, really like Colby Covington.
He's definitely
Piece of work.
there for the entertainment.
Dude, he's the Kurt Angle of fucking UFC.
That's what I'm saying. So that's cool that he's branding himself like that, you know, because that's
America's
part of it.
party boy.
That's part of it too. People don't understand that a lot of the stuff that these guys have to do,
Antics.
you know, there may be a lot of good fighters that don't make it into these big organizations because of how they are branded. They have to come off a certain way for them to be appealing to people. Excuse me, for them to get the fans.
Sometimes they don't want to do that, therefore they never get the show that they would love, the stage that they would love to be on.
Right.
Because they're like, no, I'm not going to be flashy.
I'm
I wanna go in there
not
and beat
sitting
someone's
here
ass
sucking these producers' dicks. And there's guys like that. They'll be like, fuck that. I'm not fucking doing that.
Right.
And you know, I get it. Sometimes I don't like to fucking deal with people too. But if I'm getting paid thousands and thousands of fucking dollars, I'm going to do it. Yes. What do you need? Let me fucking suck today's dick and get on my way.
Yep.
And that just shows you how fucking good Stipe is. Because he would take what they wanted him to say at those conferences, ball it up, and toss it.
Yep.
You know, to the average eye, Stipe wasn't one for politics or boasting himself. Look at him on a sheet of paper. One of the best heavyweights, if not the best of all time.
Well, that's how people see stuff, is because if they're, you know, some people can, there's a lot of respect in how Stipe handles himself like that, because that's how you should handle yourself.
Right. In society, as a person.
Sometimes I can understand how stuff can get hairy between people, and then you got the antics like the McGregor and Diaz, and whatever. Just sometimes
Bones and Cormier.
Or yeah. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Like, some people just don't like each other.
Yep.
And you're going to have that. But, like, if you got a guy that no matter what it is, and he's going to be respectful at most of the interactions that you have with them, then they're going to be like, yeah, we like this guy. But then you get the guys that are like Covington and Diaz and McGregor, and that like to just talk random hella shit. And
they be hollering.
But it's awesome.
Back it up, too.
It's awesome.
That's what makes those super fights.
Did you guys see
honestly,
that meme about Gaethje? He
What?
says 275 days after the Eagle attack. He's got a man bun and a beard.
Does he right now?
I think he does right now, but I don't know if you understand the meme. He said 275 days after the Eagle attack. I think
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
Yeah, I know
okay,
that
cool.
they call him that.
I read
Yeah.
that first. I was like, "What the fuck does this?" Oh, yeah, he fought that Russian guy.
Dude, and I'm super, super excited to see where Khabib goes as a coach. I mean, I know he won Coach of the Year.
I think that's why he retired.
Yeah.
No, man, I think he's
Because
gonna
his dad was
surprise us.
His dad was coaching all those guys.
Yeah.
And I think he just said,
I need to fulfill his legacy this way.
And I
and
think he's gonna surprise us and be like, "I'm gonna come back and
I don't think
fight
so.
something."
I think he's out.
He's gonna fight one big fight to show he's like.
If he's gonna fight anyone in that division, I have to assume it would be Charles Oliveira. I mean, that's the only one that I feel like would actually.
They both got. That'd be great. They both have amazing ground game.
I mean, and they're so different from one another in the way that it could be an amazing match. But do I see it happening? No, not unless Dana's able to pay them boxer
I don't
money.
even think he gives a fuck about the money, dude.
Yeah.
I really don't think he even cares about it.
Khabib's one of those people.
I mean, he's loaded. At this point, he's fucking good.
He got set off that McGregor fight, and he was never one for, like, anything crazy anyways.
He's a true love. He loves the sport.
Send me location.
Yep.
You know, and I always admire him for his knowledge, you know? Like, even when, like, he tweets in between fights, it could be an undercard fight. He keeps score, and it's almost dead on every time. Like, he is so knowledgeable of the sport as a whole.
Right.
And that's being a true student, and that's amazing.
He grew up in it.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have guys that have X amount of experience, but, you know, if you eat, sleep, and breathe it for X amount of years,
Yep.
it's second nature at that point.
Lives
It's
in
not even really like one of those things that it has to be, you know, it doesn't have to be, I don't have to give you my credentials on paper. I mean, I have a record, and, I mean, see who I'm around.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Those are how you build, you know, that type of culture and a legacy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not only the person that's doing it, it's the people that are around him that make that whole organization or unit or team or whatever something to work, but to be, you know, idolized or imitated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they constantly produce. You know, they're producing fighters out of it.
Oh
Yeah, they got guys in Bellator, they got guys in ONE, they got guys in everywhere. Yeah.
Because what is it, top team? Where's he at?
Who?
Where is Khabib training?
I think AKA.
Oh, he is AKA, because that's where Cormier and all them are. So it is AKA. Yep.
What do you guys think of the Patty Plimlett guy?
I don't know who that is.
You know who Patty Pimblett? I think he's like a Scottish guy. He's a Scouser. You guys haven't heard of him yet?
Mm-hmm.
You guys
is he in the UFC?
No, but I think he's on his way to the UFC. He's like,
the fucking kid with the long blonde hair.
Yeah, blonde hair. He's like,
that kid's
not gonna scouse her out.
Oh yeah,
that kid's a nut, dude. Yeah, he'll be
the standing triangles that he does, like the flying triangles. He'll just jump there and just lock you up.
Dude, his submissions are really, really nice. I've seen a few clips of him, and I don't know what he's in.
I just love when he talks shit.
It might be the Premier Fight League. I don't even know if it's that though. But yeah, definitely something to keep an eye on. What else did I want to say? Francis Ngannou, John Jones. Do you think that fight's going to be signed? Do you see it them getting
There's
paid?
too much talking until there's a confirmation on it. I really
just gonna let it be.
I don't give a fuck about it because if it was going to happen, I feel like it would have happened.
Yeah.
And if John Jones was going to fight in heavyweight, he would have already fucking taken a fight.
Yeah.
But he wants to pick his fight. Like
somebody
really
he thinks he can win against.
But
like
he's
really,
like,
I know.
You really
I mean,
don't.
he's a bad motherfucker.
You don't have that option though.
Yeah.
Dude, you vacated your fucking belt, and you haven't fought in what, a year and a half, 2 years?
Yeah.
And you want to call shots on who you want to fight right now? No, you're probably gonna have to take whoever the fuck they give you.
Yeah. There's people that are actually out here doing this shit.
Yeah.
Like,
What's crazy to me though is that they straight cut fucking Francis from why are they? To me, there's no reason that Lewis and Gaines should be fighting for an interim title right now. I don't think that there's been that much time passed.
I think Derek Lewis should be fighting Ngannou, man.
I don't even think Lewis deserves a fucking title shot, but you know, it is what it is. I know the first time.
Listen, dude, he's a draw. He's a draw. And listen, what's a better story than Derek Lewis winning the heavyweight championship just because it's Derek fucking Lewis?
The first time we saw Derek Lewis, the first time I ever got put on a Derek Lewis, I was with you, and we were watching the fight at Richie Speisel's. I think you were there. Did you ever go with us there?
Yeah.
And it was the night he said, "Why'd you take your pants off?" My balls was hot.
Joe Rogan's like, I understand.
Yeah. So to me, it's like, dude, the dude's fucking hilarious. I always viewed him as like that gatekeeper.
His Instagram's always hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
He's good for the city of Houston too. Like, he really is. I think bringing some gold there might do well. I don't see him being the champ. It's hard for me to picture that. But then again, why be in the sport if you're not going for the title?
I feel like he shocked everybody. He's really, you know, all his wins.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the Ngannou fight when him and Ngannou fought. Like it was because it was I almost want to say it was a co-main event to Stipe. DC won.
Yeah.
And it was the most boring fight ever because neither of them wanted to fucking open up and throw hands because they knew it was going to be bad.
I don't know if I watched that one with you, but
did
yeah,
he
that was
did he lose because he got caught by like an uppercut or something by Ngannou?
No, he didn't lose. He actually won.
Oh, he won that.
Dude,
it went to a decision.
He got uppercutted, I think, by somebody in a fight.
He's the type where like he fought Curtis Blades, and I thought he was about to get put down.
Yeah.
And then just you see the power of these guys because one shot and boom, fight's over. He won.
So Derek Lewis made a post the other day. He goes, "If I'm champion, the whole UFC division should be ashamed of themselves for letting a guy that had no damn skills become champion. They should just all go relocate somewhere else."
Dude, I mean, I love him. He is funny.
Yeah.
He's funny as hell. Jesus. I'm excited to see where things go, honestly. A lot of potential, a lot of good fighters. Tell me how you feel about the Tyron Woodley-Jake Paul situation.
I don't know. I mean, it's obvious, blatantly obvious, that, like, I don't know how much hatred Tyron Woodley
really has
for Jake Paul.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's just chasing a fucking payday.
Yeah, exactly, man.
I don't think he does hate him, honestly. I mean,
I feel like that's some antics, and they're sitting there laughing it up back at like Jake Paul's house.
Yeah, hanging out right now.
Yeah, hanging out right now.
Honestly, I will say that I don't think he's going to go out like Askren. I know he's training.
Right.
I know he's getting. It's
going to be a bit more interesting.
But I just don't know if Jake Paul is taking fights that he's not guaranteed the win.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying like it's a fixed fight, but this might not even be boxing as we know it. This might be its own thing. It might be like the WWE meets boxing, where it's it is celebrity boxing in a way.
He's going to lose at some point. He has to.
So
he has to lose at some point.
Honestly, here's the timeline.
I mean, I don't see it being like staged like that, just for the fact that like these dudes are actually getting fucking put down in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, Askren got fucking put down.
And it didn't look like
a fake shot.
Yeah, dude. I don't know.
I just don't feel like it could go like Tyron Woodley's an animal. I mean, and you got an animal fighting somebody who's not done nearly as much as him, and I just feel like Jake Paul is not really going to get what Tyron Woodley could do to him.
Yeah, I mean,
so that's why I feel like it stays to a certain
training.
point.
He is training.
I know he's
for
training.
Real.
So I mean, you get in there, but I don't know, man.
Coach over at Hooligans trained both of them.
Yeah, right? I know both the Paul brothers, right? Yeah. Shout out to Coach Cox. Yeah, no, he did tell me that before.
Because they were both from Westlake, and he used to actually go to their parent, like the house, and train them at the house and stuff. And they
That's
were kids.
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. He's a big supporter of him. And I'll say it. That kid is fucking training right now. I got a buddy who's training 100%. At Strong Style. He always has been. He's good friends with one of the coaches there. And basically, he told me he was in the other day, just hitting the bag, fucking getting a light workout in. And he's in the locker room right when he walks in and sees a bunch of cameras everywhere. And he's like, what the fuck? He's like, whatever. So he gets the shit on, puts his headphones on, starts hitting the bag. And a bunch of people come in the room. And someone's like, oh, who is that? They're like, oh, that's just Joe. And sure as shit, they fucking start recording. He's in there. Jake Paul's training in the ring. Joe's probably somewhere in the background of that shot. But I was just like, how did he look? And he was just like, I'll give it to the kid. He was hitting that shit.
Yeah.
He was getting to it. He thought it was fucking funny because he kept saying, are we good on there? He kept saying, Jake Paul had his girlfriend in there, and she was like wearing a dress, heels, makeup done, and like was giving him water in between breaks. And he's just like, we live in a different world. He's like, your guys' generation like thinks that's okay. He was like, I would never bring someone there. And I'm like, I get that. Like that I understand.
Yeah.
Like why would you have your girl in there? I get it if it's a fight, but just to train, like what are you doing? But yeah, at the end of the day, he's a content creator, and so is she. Maybe it looks
whatever.
Good,
There's a whole bunch of fucking politics.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot.
It's just crazy. That's what I'm talking about, and it's all like social media. It's all driven by that. Like, and it sucks too because a lot of these guys don't want to have to do this shit. They don't want to have to hop on Instagram or Facebook or do whatever social networking to put their ass out there, because there's no other way you're gonna do it, unless somebody just stumbles across you. Which the chances of that are fucking really slim.
Slim to none.
So yeah, like even for myself, like not only do I have to brand and market myself a certain way, but like it's like the fight sponsors and everything else, and then the promotion teams that want to work with you and everything else. Because I've been approached by other fight leagues, but the one that I've been messing around with, the OCL. I mean, I personally like it.
Dude, awesome. And great fucking talent.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly am very, very pleased with, the fights that they put together.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. Let me ask you, you follow Max Metzger at all? Mm-hmm. I really, really like him.
Yeah.
I think the kid's got a lot
he just bumped up to 170 and won a fight.
Yeah,
He was fighting 155, and that's cool to see too. A guy that will switch weight classes like that, because I'm not opposed to it either. Mm-hmm. But like, people don't realize the size difference of jumping a weight class is. And when they jump a weight class, that means that they were cutting a shit ton to get down to where they were originally.
Yeah.
If they're able to fight comfortably and not be undersized for a fight, that's like...
Yeah, if you're walking around, weight is even near 170.
Your breathing takes a huge impact on you too, man.
Into the
whether
150s.
You jump or drop.
Yeah.
And not only that, but your body is receptive differently on how you react and how you're moving when you're fighting or competing, because like there's been times where either it's been like jiu-jitsu or wrestling or whatever where I would go lower in weight and everything was more like, I don't know, it just seemed more instinctual, almost like you're just fighting to stay alive type deal, because you just cut all that weight. You're like, like your body's underneath a whole bunch of like stress and trauma and shit like that, so it's almost like the animalistic side of you comes out when you're cutting more weight. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just like, it's like survival.
Yeah, because your body's doing everything it can just to keep moving.
So when you have that little bit of extra weight, I feel like, I wouldn't say you lose an edge, but it doesn't feel as crazy urgent about everything.
As raw.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's hard to call. Yeah, it is a little bit more relaxed because you don't feel like dog shit. You have to like completely get everything ready here. You got to get your body ready on top of cutting all that weight and just making sure that you're fine. And you want to warm up, but you don't want to make sure that you warm up too early and it sets off like an adrenaline dump, and you got an adrenaline dump going into the fight. Like I had one like after my first round, and like I felt fatigued, but I knew I was fine.
Right.
Like I just wasn't used to it. It was crazy.
I felt like you hit a wall.
Dude, I've been to like outside foreign places, cutting weight and competing. Like that's been nothing new to me, but it was just different. It was just different.
Yeah. No, I get that.
But also, like how much you weigh also plays a factor in like the angles you take and how much stress your bones and your muscles and your tendons are taking, as to why you can reflex a lot better. Or I drop weight, so let's say I plant my foot at 20 pounds lighter. That's less stress that my foot's taking. Now put that 20 pounds back on. That's a lot more stress that leg's taking.
It's crazy to think that.
It's just different, like how your body is.
After you've been in camp for like 6 weeks, your whole body's just kind of shot the fuck out, dude. And you're just like, I can't wait for the last week to kind of coast through and cut this weight because, like, dude, I put myself through the fucking ringer.
Just trying to get there.
I do it anyways. I do it anyways, and then it's intensified.
Well, he always said this, and this is something that, like, literally, it couldn't be any more relevant. He said this, like, on the first episode that we did. He goes, I think everyone in their life should have to cut weight. Maybe it's not for a fight. I think they should go through the process of cutting weight, just to fucking put your body through it.
It's
so mentally, physically, put yourself.
It's like those people that go in those sweat lodges, or they have the fasting for X amount of days. Like it puts you on the brink of an out of body experience to the point where it's like you're almost on autopilot.
People are getting shit done in that state of mind, though.
Right.
Like they're getting their fucking.
You don't
shit
have
done.
you don't have. I don't know. It definitely heightens your focus because you don't want to spend any excess energy doing anything that you don't have to. So everything's like very methodical,
and it's not slowing you down, nothing like that.
Right.
I mean, dude, it's awesome.
Cutting weight's no joke. Like, that's a struggle.
Yeah, I've always done it, but it's hard when I'm lean. I'm super lean. It's hard for me to pull off the weight, and like I usually walk around 20 pounds heavier than what I fight at.
Okay.
And then when I get down to my last 10s, when it starts, it's crazy. It's the last 10. Like the first 10 will come off like that, but that last 10.
And then you hit kind of like a plateau.
It's hard to peel it off just because I don't have anything to pull from other than water.
Right.
So you got to start like file away at your skin, like dead skin, in order to get the weight to come off.
Yeah. Dude, honestly though, like it just shows. Like I know your approach is, you know, you want to get there far before that weigh-in, just because you don't want to put your body under severe stress, you know, where it could almost potentially pull you.
You can't cut weight too early though. That's the thing though. So like I like to window myself down, like, so it's not super stressful, but I like to do it, like, I will work out harder if it means I will have a decent meal, because there's nothing worse than going to bed at the end of the night hungry.
Yeah.
You know, like, there's been days where, you know, my water intake was a little bit higher than the day before, and I have to pull off this weight or do whatever, and I'll work harder just so I can eat.
Right.
You ever have those times where you get done training and then you eat just a little bit afterwards, just to allow your body to like function and move and walk, and then you're like full immediately, and you ate something so small, and like an hour or two later you're just ready for like a massive intake of food?
Yeah, I try not to snack, because that's what fuels the appetite. Like, I'd rather just sit there and just, if I got to drink water, drink whatever,
suppress that.
or like have like a very, very small like protein bar or something, then I'm cool with that. But like, I can't snack. If I'm eating, I'm eating.
I'm the beast, right?
And I'm walking away from it. I'm eating and I'm getting up and I'm walking away.
So sometimes when I would get done like trying to sweat as much as possible and lose weight and just like push my body to the level of like just pure exhaustion, when I'd get done, I'm like, okay, well, I know I'm hungry and I have to force myself to eat something in order to get some kind of energy going. Well, I would eat something small, and that small amount, I'd be like, dude, I'm so full now. Like, I can't.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Because my stomach's shrunken, but then, like, maybe like an hour or two later, you get hit with, like, oh my gosh, I can eat a fucking horse right now.
Yeah, that's what, and that's cool. Like,
that is, to me, is
that's
insane.
where the discipline comes in.
Man.
Because I try not to do that. Because if I do eat something, I'll be like, yeah, I'm kind of full. But later on, when I want to eat something, I'm just like, I want to smash.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I can't.
Yep. Oh, I've done that where I've gone on, like, just pure, just, like, I don't know, chaos, just riot. I just like riot the fucking cabinets. I'm like, I gotta eat everything. I'm so fucking hungry. I open the fridge, like, what can I eat?
Dude, I've been sleep eating, dude. Not like sleep eating, but waking up in the middle of the night and like, dude, I literally cleared off the top of my fridge of like fruit snacks and like little Debbie's and like, for real, like that night, because I had some earlier than night, and I woke up at like 3:30 in the morning. And I just grabbed a Gatorade out the fridge, and I'm just peeling shit off the top of the fridge. And by the time I'm done, I wake up in the morning, there's like 4 boxes, empty boxes of shit stacked there. I'm like, God damn.
So that wasn't it.
Yeah.
No. Damn, bro.
I actually did that the other night. I was sleeping. I woke up randomly at like 2, 3 in the morning, and we just got back from what was it, North Carolina, and we went to this store called Try My Nuts, and we bought this. It's like mud. I don't know. Like, it's got like the Chex Mix,
like Muddy Buddies.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Well, it's called a white trash, is what they called it. So I'm just thinking, like, the other day I woke up at like 3 in the morning, put my hand in a box of white trash, fucking smashed a handful of it, and then went right back to sleep. And as I'm falling asleep, I'm like, you fat fuck, you just smashed that shit. You going to bed now? And I pass out.
Yeah.
I woke up like, had like white powder on my fingers and shit. I look over and the box is like open and like ravaged through. Like, what the fuck?
He thinks it's the Muddy Buddies. He looks over. There's just a plate of cocaine.
He said, "Wow."
I thought it was the Muddy Buddies.
I'm not going back to sleep.
I don't know how I was sleeping.
So
That's not mine.
Before we wrap up with this,
look at my girlfriend. She's
let
like,
me ask you: Have you seen the new Space Jam?
No,
yet?
no.
Do you plan to?
I don't know. Is it worth it?
Dude, so I took my kid brother last weekend.
Tell me if it's trash or not.
Dude, here's my thing is like, obviously, you know, I gave it a week because a lot of people had their fucking opinions to share. Everyone's like, oh no, it's not shit.
It was split. I was seeing a lot of good and a lot of bad.
Dude, I went into it with the mindset of, one, this movie was not made for me.
Correct.
You know?
Yeah.
I also need to recognize that this is not supposed to be the Space Jam with Michael Jordan. It's its own thing.
Yep.
Times have changed. What kids enjoy has changed.
What you can and cannot say has changed.
I went into it with an open mind, and it was actually nice having my kid brother there, someone who it is for. So, you know, we sat down. There were so many just cool references to Cleveland, to Cavs history, to LeBron, and just pop culture. Like, there's like scenes where they're just putting together all of the Warner Bros. I think it's Warner Bros. That made that.
Yeah.
All the movies that they've created. And there's just so many cool Easter eggs where it's like, dude, this is fucking amazing. You know? So for me, I really enjoyed it. You know, shout out to LeBron for just being able to do what he does. You
Shout
know?
out to LeBron for being fucking filthy rich.
And doing, you know, doing everything that he has. You know? That movie will inspire that young generation, you know, the same way Space Jam did for us.
Yeah, but like how you spoke about that Space Jam, it was like the older one. There's some stuff that they couldn't have posted in like nowadays.
Yeah,
like here's my thing, dude. This cancel culture shit is just almost too much. You know what needs to happen?
Cancel culture needs to be canceled.
No, they just need all these people that are like that. You know what they need to do? They have to mandatorily sit down and watch both seasons of the Chappelle Show.
Yes.
Fuck
I thought
them.
you were gonna say they all need to sit down and just get punched in the mouth one time.
Probably that might help them too.
Yep.
But Chappelle Show, that is one show that if it got aired today, holy shit, dude.
The world would be fucking having a
Like, dude, I was watching the racial draft
just
the
him,
other
but
day.
also
Hilarious.
Cat Williams, dude.
Like,
dude, Chappelle should be an advocate for fucking canceling the cancel culture. But a lot of times it's the comedians that are fucking hit with these fucking, they can't say this.
Yeah, but it's their
fucking
job.
comedy.
They go to a dark
At the end
place
of the
to
day,
make
it's
money.
comedy. And they're not giving a fuck.
Hell no.
If you're not showing up for a show, why would they give a fuck what you think?
right.
Especially when people on the internet just look for a reason to be fucking mad now. So they'll turn any situation into fucking whatever.
You know, a comedian would get torn apart right now if he was still alive. Ralphie May, the heavyset guy, he would get torn apart.
Dude, yeah, he used to
bro.
refer to himself as a lesbian all the time. And shit, you know, he's like, man, I get you, girls.
Dude,
I get confused as one of you all the time. Dude, Ralphie May is a fucking
man.
legend.
I'm a fan of him. I'm not part of cancel culture. I'm insensitive.
I just don't understand because, like, if we have our rights like everyone else, you know what I'm saying? Us. Why do we need to be censored based on how the fuck somebody else feels?
Fact.
Because at the end of the day, like, you are entitled to feel however the fuck you want to feel at any given time. I'm not taking that away from you. I'm not. But
don't
guess
take
what?
mine away from me.
Yeah. So how I express myself is not okay to you because it's not emotionally appealing to you. Feelings aren't fucking facts either.
Facts.
Their
that
opinions.
was facts.
Their opinions.
Here's what I've gathered and what I've noticed.
It doesn't mean that they're not disregarded, though. You get what I'm saying? Like, somebody's feelings should not be disregarded. But you cannot tell people how to fucking conduct themselves because it affects you.
Yep.
If it affects you, that's something wrong with you.
Yeah, well,
you need to fucking figure that out.
Right. You
And
gotta
stop-
work your shit out.
It's kind of like the computer bullying. He's like, I don't know who said, he's like, how the fuck do you get bullied through a computer and kill yourself? Like, turn the computer screen off.
Right.
Just turn it off.
I died
Just
when I
pull
heard
off
that.
the plug.
Just turn the TV off.
What I've noticed is there's a movement, and especially with people I fucking know. It's like it started kind of like in my age group and everyone lower, but it's like everyone that's like pro all these fucking movements right now are also the ones that it's like if you're not with us, you're against us. But then they're the same ones that are like finding reasons to fucking get mad at people for whatever. So it's like you're telling us I have to believe in these fucking 5 core movements because you said it, I should. But then you're saying what I believe in is not valid.
We should just be able to
It's like
agree to
it
disagree.
contradicts itself in so many ways.
Because if they want us to be open and accepting of their views and their beliefs, how the fuck are you going to shelve mine?
Right.
It doesn't make you can't. You're expecting. They're putting expectations on some shit.
Cancel culture will.
You know what happens to expectations?
Yeah,
They'll get you fucked up.
Yep. But I mean, I feel like a lot of this stuff is, you know, based on the direction society is going, and this is just my take on it. And I don't give a fuck if people like it or not. I'm gonna be 100% honest. There's a lot of soft bullshit going on, dude.
Yep.
You know, like, because I grew up, if you didn't like what somebody had to say, don't pay attention to it. Because I'm not the same as you. And even though we're cool, we may not believe in the same thing. So what, I'm going to chalk our friendship because of your fucking standpoints and views on something.
Maybe on one thing.
Everyone's always fucking different, dude. Everyone's going to believe, and like, you know, like, it's up to the individual and how firmly they believe in something, to the point, like, are you really going to let something either like start a problem or create some animosity in your life based on your belief? That's your belief. You don't have to justify it to fucking anybody. That's for you. So what the fuck are you being a dickhead for?
Right. And then in the same fucking sentence, they will call someone out for cancel culture, but they expect an apology. So, like, here's the thing, right? Say I say something on this episode where the internet decides that I should be canceled. They expect an apology, right? Because they think why would I apologize for something if I don't feel sorry for it?
Why don't you apologize to me for you expecting an apology?
It's almost like they want to cancel you, but also demand a response. Like, they demand an apology at the same time as they're trying to, like, basically take away from people's livelihoods.
See, and I don't do well with that. Like, you're putting my back against the wall. Now I'm just gonna be a dickhead.
That's how I.
And I'm gonna be like, fuck you. And like, and it's not even like trying to like be mean or malicious or try to like start some shit.
But that's what they did to you in a sense, you know. Not only did they cancel you, but now they want to expose you and make you look like a fucking turd.
Yeah, fuck cancel culture.
Well, back in the day, all you had was any leaked press or media that got out, and how much was it? Everyone has a fucking phone and a camera and everything else on their fucking hip at all time to capture some bullshit.
Yep.
So like,
if you were to turn off
back then, it was shitty
media,
tabloid images that looked fucking grainy as hell.
Right. And you had it looked like you were looking at like a picture of like Bigfoot.
Right. Exactly. Everything did. J-Lo's now with, it's like, who fucking cares?
The Loch Ness Monster.
It's like,
J-Lo's dating the Loch Ness Monster.
Wait, then it's like a picture of a woman's back, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be able to tell that's J-Lo off of her one butt cheek.
Right, look at her rumper. Yep,
yeah,
that's her.
Well, yeah, that's it. I see a corner of her ass. That is most definitely her with the Loch Ness
ass doesn't
Monster.
have corners, it's nice and round.
It's fucking
oh my
wild.
god. We are going to upload to YouTube, so if you want to watch it on there, you can.
And I'm going to make sure I let you know about if you want to come out to that jiu-jitsu tournament next weekend.
Absolutely.
Yeah, come on out.
Absolutely.
I probably won't have any fights scheduled. It's probably what I would like to get to in before the end of the year. But I just got too much stuff going on, and so we'll figure it out on that end. But no, I just want to take the time to say thank you.
Of course, bro. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks to my gyms, Hooligans, and Upgraded out in Menor. And all my fight sponsors, appreciate it.
Always.
And it's always a good time. We actually got to we didn't have to interview last time, like how we did last time. We got to sit here and talk shit.
Bullshit.
Yeah, that's nice for a Sunday.
Yeah. Yep. Lazy days.
It's just nice in general to not have to be in a suit and tie at all times. You know, you can actually kind of step back and be yourself.
Yeah.
With you know, when you're not doing it like interviews and stuff, you can kind of just talk.
Yeah. Bullshit.
Fart.
Yeah, you know. Suit and tie. And just throwing some lipstick on the pig.
Yeah.
Polishing the turd.
Polishing that turd a little bit.
Still stinks.
Yeah. Got it.
Oh, man. So, guys, before we close out, I just want to say Season 4 coming soon. This is where we're going to be shooting from now on. We're in Total Immortal. Big news coming. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff with all the people here. Don't forget, we are going to be starting a vlog with Total Immortal. We'll probably upload monthly, every other week, something like that. But that will be a separate YouTube channel coming out soon, so stay tuned on the story. And then stay tuned for more giveaways from Life Widgets. If you guys didn't notice, our last giveaway, we did 3 cash prize drawings, and those people all walked away with at least $100. So first place was $250, second place was $150, third place was $100. Congratulations to those winners. I'll drop them on the screen right now. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like, comment. We're also on the Apple Podcast, Spotify, and SoundCloud. We will see you next week.